Lush, and I'm here at the Hub Culture Pavilion in Davos at the World Economic Forum. Very pleased to be joined by Danny Sriskandarajah. Thank you very much for coming along, Secretary General of Civicus. First of all, what are you doing here?
It is a bit strange to be a civil society leader here in Davos amongst our business tycoons from all around the world. But I come because it's a great opportunity to be in an intimate setting with not just the business leaders, but also the political leaders and the policymakers. So for us, it's an opportunity to talk about the issues that matter to people, to civil society activists all around the world. And this year has actually been quite curious because there's more talk this week than ever before that I know of on sustainable development, on climate change, on poverty, on inequality. So it's been a really good opportunity to amplify the sorts of things that we're interested in.
So we're looking towards the next Millennium Development Goals, currently called the Sustainable Development Goals, is that right?
That's right.
And how's progress going?
Well, this year is such a pivotal year. 2015 is going to be the year that our leaders, on our behalf, agree both the successor to the MDGs and the Sustainable Development Goals, and in Paris in December we'll hopefully agree a new climate agreement. So this, I think, is going to be the sort of transformative year. I mean, we're hoping that this is going to be as memorable a year as 1968 for the sort of social revolution, or the 1945 in terms of the United Nations. So I think we have a once-in-a-generation opportunity to agree some ambitious and binding targets that will end extreme poverty, that will tackle climate change. And if we don't do it this year, we're never going to get another chance like this.
So what are the specific goals you'd like to see?
So I think three things stand out. One is poverty. It's a stain on our conscience, on our collective conscience, that despite all of the resources, all of the wealth in a place like this on vulgar display, that there are so many people who live in abject poverty. So ending that poverty has to be priority number one. Priority number two is saving the planet. We can't go on like this. We have to do something about the way we consume. And third is around inequality. And again, it's so in your face in a place like Davos that we live in not just an unequal world, but an increasingly unequal world. And so I think we need to do something about that.
How can we do that when technology actually ends up benefiting the few rather than the many, doesn't it?
So I think technology has the potential to be disruptive in so many ways. I mean, in our work, we're seeing it empowering activists on the ground who are holding politicians to account, who are generating new data, new information, who are connecting with each other on the street, who are mobilizing like never before. So yes, technology can have some negative impacts in so many ways, but for the sorts of things that many in civil society are concerned about, this is a revolutionary period for us.
How can we avoid another Copenhagen?
That's my big fear this year, that we're going to go into two summits, not just one, where we'll go in with such high expectations that the public out there will be mobilized and expecting, and our leaders will once again disappoint. But that's the nature of politics. We can't stop trying. We have to push these guys, and we have to remind them that they're not agreeing some consensus document between 192 mostly men. They're agreeing something about our collective future, and we just have to keep trying.
Danny, thank you so much for stopping by the Hub Culture Pavilion here in Davos, and I'm Edie Lush.